Pues, ¿qué estaba haciendo? Esto no es taller, esto es una fábrica. The fuck? Jesus Christ. O sea, ¿qué diablos?
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to save my daughter. Even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will
¿Aún?
really become my Nechka.
O sea que sí se murió.
Is she not Nechka?
Recuerdos infundidos.
So you figured it out. I want
¡Secuestró
to
a
use knowledge
alguien!
to awaken my Nechka.
Por
She
eso...
has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back.
¿Qué diablos?
Don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
¿El reino de la noche?
I'm afraid so.
Then, who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechka. I raised her and
Está
took
muy
care
what
of
the
her for
fuck.
many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very, very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nechka. It could only be Nechka.
¡Demonios!
How could I be happy? My little Nechka
O sea,
is
sí la
still
cuidó.
waiting for me.
La adoptó,
Waiting
pues.
for me to get her home.
Pero que le infunda
As I said,
memorias.
I only want to bring Nechka back, even if it costs me everything.
Sí, pero ¿qué culpa tiene la
And
niña?
now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're
¿Qué?
not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechka's ancient name. Shilonin, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now,
Oh,
the central inscription will
no.
finally become Nechka's ancient name. After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
What the fuck? ¡Suéltala!
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
Nechka ya está muerta. F.
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nechka. Don't worry. Mom is here.
Está muy what the fuck.
3.
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
2.
¿Por qué te tardas mucho?
Nechka. Now, please, wake up.
1.
¿Pero qué quieres que hagamos?
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Chish.
Keep back. Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
O sea, sí, pero entonces, ¿qué quieres que haga?
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka, why?
No es Nechka. ¿O sí es? ¿Sí es?
We you stay with me forever?
Oh, shoot.
Leave me again.
Y adiós. Esa no era Nechka.
Soli, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechka. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me.
Ouch.
The old hurts the new, as flowers shield the roots. So life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's Nepeka. It really suits you. Nepeka.
Sí, oye, pobrecita.
I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
O sea, imagínate, llega el abismo, te matan a tus papás, te adopta una señora, pero la señora, en lugar de cuidarte, o sea, porque pues, perdiste a tus papás y te trata de sustituir. O sea, qué friega.
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where did she go?
Pues al más allá.
Nechka, where are you? Answer, Mommy,
Pobrecita.
please, please.
Ya no
Shilonen,
está.
you saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka. I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. I was right. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again. All right.
No,
I'll start
ni
it again
más.
and Nechka will...
Ya. Ya.
Have you still
Déjala
come to your
descansar.
senses, Auntie?
What
Pobrecita.
senses? I was not wrong. Nothing about what happened was wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum. But I understand. I can accept that.
No, ya está destrozada esta doña también.
Enough, Tilsoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition?
Diablos.
When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow?
Diablos.
I took
Claro,
those
porque todo el mundo sabe que
emotions.
es que la pobre está enferma.
You absorbed
Y todo el
those
tiempo.
emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to remember Nechka, to see her again.
Nechka
Pero no así,
has always
comadre.
been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said was useless. You exhausted
Diablos.
every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name
Amor
is
familiar.
Undugu.
The immovable love
Ufas.
between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka
Está
her
destrozada.
name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Está
Nechka
bien
is
fuerte
everything
esto.
to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings,
O sea, se comprende que la doña después de perder a su hija se
what
puso como
blessings
crazy,
have I
pero
had since the day she
llegar a ese
passed?
nivel.
I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her.
Diablos.
I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows? Maybe hate would have been the only thing left to her too.
You think Nechka would have come to hate you?
O sea, los odiaba porque al fin y al cabo ella fue a buscar justo una piedra
Auntie,
como para
you
que le hiciera
still
su nombre
remember the
antiguo,
last
porque ella
words
quería su
Nechka
nombre
ever said to
antiguo.
you?
Por
Do
eso
you
maldice
remember
los
what her
nombres
final
antiguos y dejó de
words
ser lo que hacía.
really were?
O sea, comprendo ese lado.
The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memories of your imagination and refused to let go of them. A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Sí, ella no está.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest.
Sí. No.
Napecha can already stand now.
Espérate, ¿cómo sabes que es su nombre? Yo te ayudaré.
Thank you, Paimon and Miss Traveler.
Tabibita-san, a tu
fine, really.
servicio.
The real Nechka helped me just now, so it doesn't hurt much anymore.
That's good. If you became Nechka, then this story would really become the To Kill the Brave. This isn't the place to chat. Come on, let's get out of here.
But what about Tlasoli?
Está
Don't worry.
destrozada.
She won't be able to cause any more trouble now.
Por el momento, ¿qué?
All right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did.
Ah, bueno.
As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
Se
She's
imagino.
already planned out everything. Shilonen sure doesn't waste time.
No, exacto.
Still so scary to imagine.
Muy buena
Tlasoli
planificadora.
wanted to turn her adopted
Sabe
child
las de
into
chambear.
Nechka, and she even nearly succeeded.
Menos mal que lo descubrimos a tiempo.
Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nempeka's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan
Exacto, lo
so
intentó a
easily.
cada rato. Pobrecita, en serio. Los traumas están cañones. Qué valiente eres, te pega.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but they were all either quickly whisked away by Tlasoli or simply refused to believe me.
Diablos.
Even if I told them everything, Tlasoli would just blame my illness to cover it up. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort her. but completely forget about me. She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink some strange medicine. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything.
Qué
I would see
fuerte.
a lot of weird things while I slept, and the walls around me would start talking. I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your help this time, I might have just given up.
Eso ya ha terminado.
You have us now, Nepeka. If
Pobrecita. Los traumas que va a tener. O los traumas que más bien ya tiene.
Yeah.
¿Sabes cuándo va a volver a recibir la bebida de alguien? Nadie. Nunca.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Shilonen for help. Oh, you definitely found the right person. Shilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help.
Siéntate.
ShadiSayslol would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nepeka locked up in her room again.
So we had a part to play too! But where did ShadiSayslol even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechka was alive, surely
Alguien la
many
inspiró,
tribe
¿no?
members would have tried to help her. Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't Nechka?
Por eso empezó a usar los grabados cristalígenos desde el principio.
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's past, but also actively erase people's memories of Nechka.
Sí, por eso la
It's,
gente estaba
similar
teniendo
to
amnesia.
graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall that has been painted before, then first you must remove the old painting. It's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Ya.
Whoa, and you still took it? If it were Paimon, she would have thrown that thing away the first chance she had!
Bueno, no tenía idea.
Well, you can uncover the truth without taking some risks, right? If I hadn't disassembled the inscription myself, I would have never realized her actual motives.
So you
O sea, la
suspected her from
cajeteó.
the very beginning?
La cajeteó desde que le mandó el cristalígeno.
No, she's my auntie after all. How could I have seen her as a villain from the start? The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was just our luck that the worst case scenario actually happened.
Ah,
But now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child, even if that wasn't our original intention. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nepeka can finally be herself.
So, what should I do now, Shilonen?
sí, cierto. ¿Quién la va a cuidar?
Do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock
Pero
you
se quedó
up
sin
anymore.
papás.
But I don't know what I can do.
Es huérfana.
Everything I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she enjoyed, how she acted and spoke. I'm
Pobrecita,
not
ya no tiene
her,
identidad.
But I can only be like her. I don't know,
Ya
Shilonen.
tres.
I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one will force you to be somebody else again.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name.
Fuck.
What if I never remember my life and lose all of my past? I'm scared, Shilonen.
Pobrecita.
What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tulasol's collection and made this.
Dice, no más piedras, por favor.
Gem inscription. You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. I've engraved your name, Nepeka, on the top.
¿Cuándo lo hiciste?
This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of people who loved you with all their hearts.
¿Por qué lo tenías?
It has always protected you and stood over you. For all of past, present, and future, it's never strayed far.
But
¿Desde cuándo lo
I don't
tenías?
even remember the names of my parents. I
Pobrecita
don't
chamaca.
remember anything.
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I'm not sure what kind of future you will face. I can only promise that no matter
Creo que no
what
estás
the
entendiendo el
future holds,
mensaje,
your
Shilon, en que
name
la pobre
will
está
never
huérfana.
fade.
No
This
tiene a
is a
nadie que la
blessing
cuide.
given
¿Qué va a
to you
hacer?
by a name engraver.
¿Ahora qué va a hacer?
You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts upward and becomes a healthy tree, or as birds spread their wings to fly high into the sky.
Repito, es solo una
Your
niña.
name is your starting point, as well as your guide.
No tiene a nadie que la cuide.
Remember your name and everything you've experienced, and you'll know how to step into your
Y su
future.
cara de que, ¿qué no me estás entendiendo?
I
Que no
I'll
tengo
do my
papá,
best.
ni mamá, ni lugar en donde quedarme. Siempre estaremos contigo.
thank you all.
Es una vil mentira, pero bueno.
Paimon and Miss Traveler.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax and take it easy.
¿Cómo quieres que me lo tome
We're
con
from the
calma?
same
Que no
tribe,
tengo
after
papás
all.
ni lugar en
If
donde
nothing else
quedarme.
works, I can always
No
go
tengo
to
casa.
elders and look up your history. And until then, you can stay at my
okay.
workshop.
Ah,
I can
vale,
handle another
cool,
mouth
bien.
to feed.
Gracias a la pregunta que te estaba haciendo. Así que tenías un plan B.
Oh, I don't know if the plan will work. I'm not even sure who I should look for. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck, we should just focus on ourselves. Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh, come with me, Nepeka. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet. What would you like to eat?
Huh?
Pobrecita.
Oh, anything. I'm not picky.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Es un impresionante cumpleaños hoy. Chish. Pobre chamaca. Los traumitas que va a tener. Más bien los traumitas que ya tiene. Ahora sí puedo seguir con el... Sí, ahora sí puedo seguir con la misión del conte. Gracias.